Hi everyone, it's me again. Um, I've come to talk to you about some little old books that were very handy to have, and at first they cost a whole 15 cents to buy one, and then later on, as time went on, it was $1, and I think almost $2 at the end. They're called the Work Basket books. They were started in 1935, and Claire and Jax Tillison from Kansas City, Missouri, started it. And they had all kinds of valuable information. All right. Well, during the 1930s, you know what that era was, and they had great shortages on everything. Okay. Anyhow, a lot of the books from the 1930s to 1940s were destroyed because there was a paper shortage as well as many things, many other things. Um, the company was sold, and uh, the last one was published in March 1996. That's 61 years of publication, which not too many magazines or companies can say that anymore, especially magazines. But these things were so loaded full of information and they're so packed full of history that it's mind boggling. This one here is from 1950. The rest of these are from 1953. Okay? And this one here tells about how two sisters went and started sewing. And they sewed up all the material that they had in their house because during the time that they're talking about, you know, during the Great Depression and World War II, people didn't have a lot of stuff. So if they had material, they hung on to it so they could make stuff. Okay? Anyhow, these two sisters went, they sewed up, made all kinds of aprons for themselves, and other people saw it and they liked it. So they went, the two sisters went around and they're like, you know, if you have any material, we would like it, so we can make aprons for you. And so people started giving them their scraps that they had stashed. And these girls made um, aprons, and they ended up selling some of them. They didn't start doing this for money, but they ended up making some good money out of it. Anyhow, they also had menus, and they would tell you, you know, how to make it, um, from breakfast to time you went to bed. They had um, knitting in them. Mom wanted to make Dad a pair of golf club socks, I guess they called them, or mitts. Well, she would just sit down and knit them. Or maybe Dad wanted to make Mom a pair. Yeah, guys do knitting, tatting, crocheting, weaving, you know, making thread. They do all kinds of stuff that most men don't know. Okay? Anyhow, um, this is the tatting. One of the tattings. They also had stuff in here for juniors, which is your kids that you can trust with scissors and um, to preteens and teens. Okay, they taught you about how to keep your garden, your soil in your yard and your garden good. They taught you how to do canning, you know, and planting, and um, they even had one that told you how to do your meat like a professional. And they talked through it. They describe it, and they done, you know, like I said, crocheting, um, and yeah, those dust mitts that you buy at the store. They showed you how and told you how to make them. You know, because you didn't buy stuff every time you turned around. You either had to make it or you had to save up your pennies to get it. This is another crochet pattern, but these books are so full of information that it's not funny. They even told you and taught you know told you what to do and how to tell if it was poison ivy. I mean, my gosh, you know, these books were worth their weight in gold. And if you had a big family, one member might go and do tatting. Another member might go and do crocheting or knitting, you know. Another one, sewing, you know. Um, they also at one time had wood patterns in there for dad or whoever to make toys for little guys. So yeah, these books were worth their weight in then some in gold because there was always something in it for everybody. They weren't just focused for the women, like a lot of people thought or think today. They were focused for everybody in the family. Anyhow, they even told you how to prepare your presentation for a fair, okay? Back then, your little towns and villages would have fairs and have competitions, and whoever baked the best or made the best jam or whatever, well, then they would go on to the county fair. And from there, they went to the state fair. Anyhow, this book here is February 1969, a whopping 35 cents. Now, what was so amazing was, remember, this was 1950. 1969, there's an article in here, new clothes from old. Well, during this time and this time, if you had a big family, your clothes would go from the oldest child to the next one down. Sometimes they were wore out in certain spots, and so you would take it, redo them, and make the littlest one some new clothes out of the stuff. Anyhow, these are things from used to be that nowadays come in handy again. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day and God bless you and talk to you soon.